侧面，哎呀，侧面一点点。
Okay. All
Good.
right. Hello, everyone. Can everyone see us?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. All right. Looks like we have a couple of folks filtering on in now. So let's take a quick look here.
I think I will be okay. Yeah.
All right. Folks here. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're just doing a webcast here. Thanks for everyone for joining us. And as the title suggests, we're talking about Daoist Chanting. So, folks, if you take a look on the corner there, you can chat to us via the chat bar. Some of you may already see a comment we put on there, and we're just going to take it from there. So, hope everyone's glad to join. And so, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, a lot of people so interested about the Daoism. Most people, just thinking about Daoism, do the martial arts, do kung fu. Like, Daoism is religion. It's supposed to have chanting, have a lot of stuff.
Yes.
My idea, someone, if you really want to learn about something from me, I think you're supposed to know a little bit about my background.
Right.
Everything. I think I'm probably like more understand about the religion, Daoism, and me. Yeah.
So you think for the kung fu, for all of the things that we think like the Chinese medicine, even if you don't have to be religious, but just understanding it's important.
Yeah. Okay. It's everything for me. The Daoism, the philosophy, all the chanting, lot of stuff. It's also everything is connected together. Everything is together. That's for me. So I know it's most people probably not really interested about the Daoism. It's okay. So just say so. Why now? By the way, so another way. So why we today we went to the webinar. Webcast. Class. So just the first thing is a lot of people think, he just do, someone practice the Daoism. They always that guy just do the martial arts. He didn't know Daoism. So today, so I have someone real interested in Daoism. I have someone think about I'm just a kung fu teacher. I think today you can know a little bit and show you guys, about the Daoism or something.
Right.
So it's this is the first time live video.
So everybody who's joining us now, it's our first time doing this, so you're gonna have to bear with us. We're learning just as much as you guys are, but as you may see here, we're just gonna type a little message. If you have any questions, here we go. Type here, please. All right. So some of you might have seen that there. So this is a bit more of a casual sort of webcast. So, by all means, we're going to be taking questions. You see, I've got the computer right here, so we'll be able to answer in real time if possible. So without further ado, Joseph was going to be talking about chanting.
Chanting, yeah. So, my English is not really good. So, Henry, big hope. Okay, thank you, Henry. So, okay, 我们刚开始 I'm using this 刚开始呢，通过这个道士的话，他念经第一个呢，就是说你必须要把这个衣服就要整齐，必须要那种尊敬，就是 respect， 你必须要有那种想法，或者不管这个，就是说对我们来说，可能有这个神仙在上面，就是说我们是尊重他来念这个经，尊重这种经，是尊重我们所做的这种事情。
Okay, so with Daoists and just these religious practices, first and foremost, when it comes to reading scripture, when it comes to doing chanting, the manner of clothing is very important. The conduct and the intention for reading is incredibly important. Just conceptually speaking, the idea of if there are spirits above, having the proper manner of attire, having the proper thought and the intention is important, because if they are so able to look down upon us, these are subtle little details that show respect.
对，所以还有那个就是说，这有点像我们练功夫，还像我们那个练气功是一样的。第一个，你必须要就是说定心， 然后就是静气，就是把你的心静下来，然后气沉下去啊。
So with chanting, much in the way of similar to kung fu or qigong, practicing martial arts, doesn't matter if it's tai chi, kung fu, qigong, whatever. What's really important is, to first center oneself and prepare for the practice. Much in the way that you wouldn't get much out of kung fu practice if you're just sort of not paying attention, doing whatever. You put the focus into the chant.
所以说你看我们第一节就是我们今天上次讲过，就讲那个澄清韵，所以说我们今天讲那个澄清教这个就是讲这个澄清韵的唱法，再都也让大家就了解一点点这个澄清韵它的意思。
Okay. So today we're going to be looking at the chant known as the so-called 澄清韵, or purifying chant. And we're going to be discussing, the fundamentals of it, what the basic tune, the basic words spoken.
就是我们做这个chanting呢，还有一点就是有点就是说有点像就是说我们对这种神的这种就是说我们希望就是好不算是希望，就是觉得他一在那个地方能给我们带来能量，就是我们要相信自己，就是我们必须要相信自己这个在这个地方，就是我们去做的时候，我们去念的时候，它就是能帮我们做到，就是我们也能做到，就相信。
Foremost with the chanting is very much intent sort of this belief in oneself and one's capability in self. So, so we do a lot of comparisons with martial arts, for instance. You need to have that fundamental belief that, my strike will go through. If you're so unsure of yourself that you can't even do this, well, of course, you're not going to be an effective martial artist. So for the chanting, it's very much, not only are we having this belief that, the spirit is helping us, but just the idea that we can make that deeper connection to the spirit and make that connection first and foremost.
对，还有就是我们现在先来讲这个就是第一个，其实我们说这个唱的是很简单，但是我们这几段话，第一段话就是琳琅振响，讲的什么东西？就是说我们讲的就是说琳琅，我们本来是讲我们就道士在念经的时候，就所有的这种乐器，就在这里面讲的是所有的这个乐器，就琳琅满目，就很多不同的乐器在一起发出的这种声音。
Okay.
对，
所以乐器是
乐器就是instrument， 对，所有的 instrument， 对。
OK， 那乐器，所以就是说这所有的乐器可以。
对，我就发出这种音乐，发出这种声音，这种声音发出来就是十方肃静，就是我们说东南西北就是8个方嘛，像八卦一样，然后上下我们称为十方，那所有东西都会静下来。
So as I'm understanding it, the accompaniment of instruments and sounds and the tunes as first and foremost helps us to get in tune with the spirits and actually send the intention over.
对，但这个琳琅就是在道教里面，在我们还有一种想法，就是我以前遇到过一个道士，道士给我讲，你知道这个琳琅，其实他这个我们在这个地方讲的是这不同的乐器，就是 instrument。也就是说这些东西，其实在那个对我就是那个道士给我讲，对我们来说，应该它是一种天上的一种音乐，一种仙乐，是所有乐器，就是叫乐器发出来的一种仙乐，是一种从天上发出下来的。对，
所以你说呢，这的声上的乐器就是天有他自己的一种
对，也像是也代表从天上从 heaven 里面来的一种音乐。对。
So you're meaning that this chanting is to be in tune with the actual inherent sort of music of the heavens themselves.
Yeah. 所以说这种音乐一想就是我们刚才十方肃静，那河海呢，就是那河和海，然后它都就是静默，就是说河海它就是静默，就是没有就是说就我们说 peace， 就是平静下来了。
So it's the idea that this chanting is also helping to sort of harmonize ourselves with the outer nature. So, there's that saying, 河海, the rivers and the oceans, and being able to keep a sort of calm accordance with them.
就是我们说所有的这个山呢，我们说山岳，就是所有的这种 mountain， 就是所有的山，它就是说里面都是仙雾飘摇，就是在你的像里面都有这种仙雾飘柔的这种感觉，然后这时候呢，就是说万灵振服。我们说万灵，就是说所有的就是有灵性，就像我们人呢，所有的动物，所有生命的都开始就是静下来。
OK，那山的那一部分可不可以再解释一下？
就山就是山嘛，就是所有的这种山，它就是说有的云雾。 在里面缭绕，就是很美很美，就是你在这种想象里面就做，然后这所有的这种对，然后还有所有的这种幽灵啊，这种动物啊、人呐、就是所有的生命都会，然后 peace 都会静下来，对，
Okay, 所以就是从这的你
这个音乐出来了，对
Okay, so the idea is also that once we begin this chanting and once we actually perform it, it gives the ability to sort of harmonize and make peace with all the so-called 10,000 things, or the idea of all the spirits that are out there. Oh, sorry, just getting a quick question. Okay, so we'll answer in just a moment. The idea that all the spirits are able to harmonize and by our intention of the chant. So from the mountains, all the spirits that are around that reside there can harmonize with us, and we therefore contribute and help to harmonize.
Yeah.
Okay.
那还有所有的这种音乐响起来了，还有这种神仙都聚到一起来了，都来欣赏这种音乐。那就是说我们来把那个这个神仙都能召集起来，它像一个号令一样啊，这种东西一样，神仙都来了。那我们做天庭呢，神仙都可以听。
Oh, okay. So also conceptually, just the idea that once all of these spirits are gathered together, the chanting helps to they're all with us, and therefore we can actually help them to be at peace as well.
那我们对，然后呢就天无愤恚。什么叫天无愤恚？就是天上就没有不好的气，气都是好的气，就是在天上啊。
Okay. Sorry. So. Thank you. So thank you, Peyton. We're just going to go ahead and answer that and at a juncture point. But so just to let you know, we are aware of the question. Okay. Okay. 再说一次。
就是说这个天无愤恚，就是说这种乐器一响起来呢，就是天上啊，它就是说没有这种不好的这种气，所有的气，我们说晦气就不好的气嘛，能给人带来不好的这种心情啊什么一类的这种烦躁。所以说这个乐器一响上，那天上呢，它都有点这种好的，就没有这种坏的气，好的气都来了。对
，OK， 所以你意思就是我们做这的
音乐
chanting， 那音乐，为了是这的天本身没什么的那的坏气，
就是把那坏的气克林克林
Okay,
的所有的不好的气。
So another facet of the chanting is to actually clear any sort of so-called negative chi, or just the idea that inherently speaking, the heavens, the earth, there is no evil chi, but much like anything else, you can have a new object or a new thing. Over time, it may get dirty, and just like anything else, like a sword or anything like that, you have to maintain and clean these things. So the inherent chi of the air needs to be cleaned as well.
那么刚才说到天仙呢，说到地，那地无妖尘，就说地上没有那种不好的那种。就是那妖怪，我们知道，就是没有那种妖尘，没有那种不好的这种地上。对。
Okay. And the chanting is also, the intention is to find any sort of ingrained evil chi that might be in the earth itself, and to once again direct focus to there to try to clear that.
所以说呢，明慧动情呢，对我们自己呢，就是我们的这个智慧啊更清明，我们的智慧啊就是会更好，让我们自己能静心下气，就气生下来了，就是我们的智慧能打开我们的智慧。
Oh, okay.
对我们来说。
Okay, so so then yet another facet of the chanting is to use our own will to help clear away evil chi. So it's that idea of explicitly from the intention and using our own willpower to clear away any sort of misguided or evil chi in the area.
所以说对我们来说，就是说这种音乐呢，对道人来说，就是说我们在念经的这种过程，就是说或者说来念，所以说这个好处是说不完的，就很多很多的好处，就是很玄。
Okay, so sort of the part of it all that seems sort of abstract and mysterious to your average folk is, why is chanting occurring? Why are Daoists doing this? And it's precisely because of these purposes. Daoists are trying to perform this sort of communal or sort of, I apologize, activity or duty to the rest of the world to make sure that the inherent natural chi is pure, and so it doesn't become wayward for the location, for folks who reside in the location, so on and so forth.
Okay, this is the difficult part is done 不用 OK 是吧所以说呢，我们现在就是开始，我来就是给大家这个念经。所以说我们这个就是说这个chanting这个就是说我们这个澄清韵。所以说我们那个称的时候，就是要把那个心就先定下来，就深呼吸。所以在念经的时候，所以说一般都是深呼吸，就像不管是我们我什么音乐什么一类的，就像我们吹笛子，需要气身先静下来。人来气功，所有东西都一样。然后呢，就是深吸一口气，就是我们从先节，就是从开始上，像我们从这个天开始的天无分会，就是我们从这个地方开始。然后比如人家唱，我们开始的时候就天无。然后这是 five， 就刚好就是说我们是上次不是讲了，是吧？上下上下，这是五下，就是说代表就是震动。我们就是说，对道教来说，这个五是五行嘛，是很重要的。所以说，在我们这个在我们就是说在念经的时候，我们就是需要一种震动我们的五脏的这种震动我们的身体力量，所以它像一种气功一样。对，所以这个声音，对，
所以那五内就是按照那个的节奏。
这种节奏，所以要起来，它是上下起伏的。对对。
那么 all right, so it's actually now this is because Zosufu is going into the actual chanting itself. This is actually a good opportunity to answer a question that we have inside of our live cast here. So we have one of our participants, Peyton, here asking, so 澄清令的是不是那的所有的那的不管的那道教的门派同样的，他们有一模一样的澄清令？
没有，这是因为我们这个澄清韵，就是说就是它每一个就是这个中国这个道教吧，它是这个分这个东南西北，就是每一个地方它有这个 local， 我们说 local music， 就是跟那个音乐一样。所以说每个地方，你像这个十方韵和五当韵，就是说很多地方都会有一些不一样，但是有一些一样的，有一些不一样，很多都不一样。就每个地方就是它的朝代不一样，每个地方的它这个音乐就是念法，它都融合了这种不同地方的这种音乐。
Okay. So Peyton, to answer your question, it's the Tengqing Ring, because so much of chanting is based off of music, you get some local variety based on the musical habits or the customs of the local areas. 可是呢的基本上的理论同样的吗？
它的理论，它的书是一样的，大部分最后里面可能有点两遍不一样，但是它唱法不一样，它里面的东西是一样的，
So
内容是一样的。
So to further answer your question, Peyton, it's the basic theory and the basic intention's the same, but the methodology, maybe the tones or some of the sounds or how the instrumentation is played might be a little different. So just bearing that in mind. So then to go back to what Zosufu was elucidating on before, just now, talking about the chanting, just now you heard Zosufu do a little bit of the chanting right now, and speaking a phrase, that sort of long-held note that Zosufu did. The small detail there that's actually fascinating is the fact that it was held to a rhythm of 5. And 5 is a crucial number for Taoism, for Taoist theory, in that it corresponds to the 5 so-called phases, or 5 elements, as some people call them, which would be fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. And so by using that rhythm, there's also the idea that it's also somewhat like a Qigong exercise, in that holding that rhythm and that tone for that 5 sort of second rhythm beat is also helping to tune the so-called 5 or the of the person, the system, the body itself.
所以说如果大家有兴趣的话，我们可以就是你可以跟着这个节奏唱一下，然后我们就说把整段唱完，就是有问题的我们可以等一下。所以说中间老打断的话，就是我们在唱经教经的时候打断，这个也是问题，知道吧
？So because this is a live cast and it's kind of the internet classroom, as it were, for those folks that are interested in trying, even if you don't know the exact words themselves, it's a good opportunity to go ahead and follow along with Zosufu, just so that you have an idea. Oh, so this would be 5 rhythm. So even though we're not able to correct face to face, it's a good opportunity to make sure that, when they say 5 rhythm, do they make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or do they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
他们唱的时候也可以按这种气功的这种形式，然后跟着我，然后来做。对。
So some of you guys are also going to notice that, much like in qigong, you're going to have to be mindful of the breath, settling down the breath, settling the qi down, in order to be able to practice and chant with the proper rhythm.
OK， 那这样的话就是说跟着我来，就是先把这个气给沉一下，就是静心下气，然后开始。对，然后那我们从开始的话，然后这样，深吸有气，用丹田，我们用有色的丹田。OK。
We would start by taking a deep breath in, settling the qi, the dantian, preparing to chant, so relaxing, making sure we're not stiff or rigid.
OK, go. 天烦恼听来所以就是我们在唱的时候，就是你进行下去，所有的那种就是根据你节奏，就是这个深呼吸的这种走法。
So as you guys might have noticed, it's that you have to have that breath settle on down, and irregular breathing, you'll notice that just from that demonstration that it's not going to be possible to have such a smooth, clear, consistent tone and rhythm if that qi isn't settled down into the dantian area.
对，所以就我们唱的，我这个音乐就是说，我们唱的是五档的澄清韵，所以说陕西的，就是说他们柔一点，但是武当山就是很有意思，武当山那个分前导和坤导，什么前导和坤导，就是男的和女的唱的还不一样。所以说男的这个声音就是有一点点，就是那个调更高一点，所以女的呢就会更柔一点。我们说在武当山是坤导前导，所以说你像这个武当山在这个金顶啊，以前在紫霄它有一个前导就男的和女的就两个京师团，所以他们唱法都有一点点不一样。对，
So it's this Chanting in particular is as done on Wudang Mountain. So once again, to go back to the question of different sects and different practices from other Daoist practices, for instance, in Sanxi, the singing might actually be a little bit more soft.
坤道，我们应该说是这个坤道，就是陕西的他会听，就是在武当山他自己也分这个坤道和前道，在这武当山他那个女的。就是女的她会 soft 就慢一点，在陕西的她也会柔一点。对。
Okay. And furthermore, in addition to just even that regionality, there's also the idea of splitting the female singing methods and the male singing methods. So males, they might have a slightly higher tone, and therefore women, they sing at a lower or more softer tone.
就像我们在那地方唱，叫我们唱。 那个你是考的坤道，我考的坤道，看的呢是吧？我也唱 D I， 那我呢是吧 D I， this no half this song。
Oh, okay.
我们唱 D I， 那慢 D I， 这是 little bit higher。
Okay. So, for instance, men chant, there's a little bit more of an irregular of high tone, low tone, high tone, low tone, whereas women are a little bit more of a consistent tonality.
因为对我们来说，就是说，为什么我们要唱经？第一个就是说，对这个道士来说，就是说，我们不说别的，我们就是说，不说我们唱经怎么样，就是说，像我们这个人和人之间吧，就是说，你看人不说话的人，他一般很多的闷气，他发起火来很厉害。就是经常说话的人呢，就是他没有什么愤气。就是说多见人有问题啊，见人都说出来了，都没问题了。所以就说道士的话，那就是每天早上他们每天来一个念经啊，然后对于他们身体本身就像练气功一样，把一些不好的气把它给唱出来，发出来。
Okay. So from from a Daoist perspective, and just strictly Daoist perspective, there's the idea of, just the example that Zosufu gives is that idea of, someone who might not speak that much or they keep to themselves a lot. There's can be thought to have an imbalance of chi. So, in data, someone who they keep very much themselves, but when they have an opportunity, it's like an opportunity to open up and share with somebody. It feels like the floodgates are open. They tell you about every little detail, almost like TMI. Whereas, for someone who's a little bit more open, maybe what we consider more extroverted, they talk and everything's sort of at a levelness for them. So for a Taoist, waking up and doing chanting in the morning allows them to sort of keep the chi of their own body more level, so that they're a little.
对，那就是说，那每天就是唱一唱。所以说我们就是说早上，每个地方不一样，就是就像我在紫霄宫和在金顶，就是那武当山那个 top， 它不一样，就是因为工作的原因。那山下的话，每天早上5点半就要开始起床，就来念经。我们在山上的时候，那就8点钟开始念经。
Okay. So there's no definitive set time either for chanting. It's so, for example, even on Wudang Mountain itself, in the so-called Purple Heaven Palace, they might wake up at 早上5点。
5点半起来。
Okay. And so, in Purple Heaven Palace, they'd wake up at 5:30 a.m. and, begin chanting around that time. Whereas
因为我们在金顶要上班，所以早上先上班，上完班游客都没了，8点钟。
Okay.
要去工作。
Versus the so-called Golden Peak, or the actual literal peak of Wudang Mountain, because they have to do work. There's a lot of tourists that go to Wudang Mountain. They actually wake up around the same time, but they have to take care of tourists first, make sure all of that's set aside, and then it's usually around 8 o'clock that they would begin their chanting.
所以就是我们这个经，他们刚才只是唱了一个调子，其实里面有好几十个调子，有几十个不同的唱法。所以我们等一下也可以说给大家再示范一下，就是别的一个唱法，对，就是别的一些调子。对。
Okay. So just now we only demonstrated 只是一个调。
刚才就是一个唱法，对，就是还有在别，就是说每一段话它都唱法都不一样，对不对
？So just now, Zosufu only one particular verse, but in actuality, Chanting has in a moment here, we're actually going to be demonstrating a couple more of those, just to give a more different perspective of what it sounds like.
对，你像我们还有的一种呢，就是我们唱别的一段话，就像一柱真香本自然，黄庭楼内气香烟。所以我们在唱的时候，一柱啊，真香本自然呀，黄庭楼内气香烟，就是这是另外一段话的唱法。
Okay. So just now, it's if you're able to spot out the subtleties of it, because this is a completely different verse and using different words, there's a slight variation in how the tonality presents and the the different dips and the flows of the sound.
所以呢，我们就是回头我们再从这个澄清韵开始唱，就是说大家有兴趣的，我们再来一遍那个澄清韵。
Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and now demonstrate from the top 澄清韵。
澄清韵啊。然后把心给静下来hold a deep breath. Okay.
So for those of you at home that want to follow along, give it a try, just to even get the basic sounds. Step 1, relax. Take a deep breath into the dantian area, so just around here. Okay. Settle on down.
Hian wo Fun呀，这个调，明啊呀回呀东情来Yeah.
So that was just a demonstration of the actual itself. So
no， 其实就是也不要唱太多了，然后看大家有什么问题。反正在这地方，外挺好的，你看感觉挺好。然后看一下有什么问题，外边什么问题都我们可以聊一聊。对，在这个地方，因为我们很life 的东西。
是。
然后 it's my life is this year is everything is for me as a very big change in my life. It's very crazy, busy, all the stuff, but I'm good now. As I'm concentrate. I know what you are doing. Build a center. We build the stuff, the practice area, the temple. It's very nice now. So
good.
Yeah.
So it's at this juncture, folks. We just wanted to say, had a quick demonstration of Cengqing Ring for those that are interested in it. But we also wanted to open it up, and as some of you have been noticing in the chat box, we're able to field questions and what have you. So we'll go ahead and welcome folks to once again take this opportunity now to ask any questions you might have. And in the meantime, while you're formulating that, we just like to give everyone a reminder that we are actually broadcasting this from our Daoist Center, Xinju. So those of you that subscribe to newsletters, it's the XUANJU. And once again, this is our Daoist Retreat Center, Xinju. And as Joseph was mentioning, it's been a bit of a crazy year, but thankfully and hopefully what is the first in many to come, we're now able, because of this facility, to offer lessons such as this, the Daoist Chanting, for instance. And we're actually in the process of building the training hall for what will hopefully be the martial arts training, Qigong, Tai Chi, and sort of lesson hall as well. So the idea is, in addition to the Tai Chi we already offer, we wish to offer more classes regarding the Daoist spiritual practices and religion as well. So this is just a sample of things to come, but what we'd like to hope is, if anyone's got questions now, while we don't have you hosted here, let's go ahead and open up the floor, see if there's anything in particular folks are interested in, and take it from there. So, while some of you may be formulating questions in the chat box, I'll go ahead and kick it on off. So we talked about how Chanting has the connections to Qigong, for example. We're talking about the number 5 and the rhythm of 5, 就是那的无节奏, which corresponds to the 5 elements. So the question then for folks that might not be aware is, when you say that, does that mean when you say 5 elements for like Qigong, are you saying you're changing fire in the body, earth in the body? What does that mean?
No, we're not like. 我们只是说这个五，就是好比像这个五行，就是说这个金木水火土代表我们的五脏，说我们来唱的时候来震动我们的这个五脏六腑。
OK，
就是这样的话，对他的说对他一个健康，就是所以说就像我们那个人的身体啊，你经常就是我们说是。为什么那个这阵带子？因为它不会动了，所以呢，就经常这样震动，就会给它就更多的这个活力。
Okay. So in particular, when we talk about the 5 elements, one thing to realize about the 5 elements is that it's not necessarily the direct idea of, when I chant Ceng Qing Ring, I'm suddenly creating more fire in the body or more earth in the body. The idea is that these 5 elements correspond to actual organs in the body. So fire corresponds to the heart, earth corresponds to the spleen, metal corresponds to the lungs, water corresponds to the kidneys, and wood would correspond to the liver. So the idea is that tuning the so-called 5 phases of the body, at least, the way that chanting is like Qigong, is that this chanting would actually help to move the qi of these different organs in our body and give them a form of exercise, essentially.
震动，对。所以说就是我们看吧，然后对今天我们肯定了，今天就是如果大家没有问题的话，我们可以就是下次，就是我们希望就是以后能做更多的这种 live， 然后就是说可以就是作为一种 free 给大家交流交流，但是的确是大家都很忙。
Yes.
对，没办法。
Yes. Okay. So basically, folks, this is our first live webcast. We just wanted an opportunity to, first and foremost, thanks those of you that have come to join us. Hopefully you found it interesting. And, if there's no questions, we just want to go ahead and give this a try. I do apologize. I'm probably going to butcher this. Yami Yomizuki. We're going to go ahead, just as he or she, I apologize, can't tell, just as they had mentioned, we're going to go ahead and try to save this, repost it online for those of you out there that weren't able to join us live. And hopefully we're going to, once again, just make this the first of many in the future. So once again, we'll go ahead and open up there. You're all quite welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And unless there's a question out there, we'll go ahead and conclude it here. Unless anything else, any closing comments?
It's just thank you everyone.
All right. So in that case, everybody, this has been our presentation for Daoist Chanting Ceng Qing Ring, and we hope everyone enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed doing it. Oh. Actually, we do have a question.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Can you please give the words for the chants? Okay, so are you able to give the words for the chants?
什么意思？什么？
就是那个你怎么说这的调啊？
调。
就是里面，比如说你说天什么什么，你有没有那个的字？可不可以？
我有这个字，但是我
有没有
歌词？这个我现在还真的没有，就有的话也是中文的。对，我们那时候学的时候，就是老师在这个上面，然后我们在这地方听的。
那你觉得以后会不会写起来一个文章？
然后可以，就是我们可以到时候看一看，然后写一篇。如果能写的话，我们把在今天这个整理成个文章，然后我把那个歌词给然后填上。但是现在的话，的确是没有这个东西。对。
All right, so it's Brian. So Brian, unfortunately, just at this time, we don't have it readily available. So it would be a matter of we'd kind of be having to run and gun at the same time. And that's a little bit, yes, English translation would be helpful. Okay. So it is something that from the looks of it, both we see Brian and Bill, just based on the interest, it is something that we'll go ahead and add to the to-do list and see if we can perhaps put something on our website, our social media as a translation and a perhaps pronunciation guide in order to be able to have available for our viewers out there. If you post it as for the chant in the description. Alrighty, and so once again from Yami Yomizuki, if we could put the Hanzi, and in future we may actually try to see if we can get a bit of a video editing team. Once we have this as a recorded video, see if we might be able to put it as a subtitle while Sufu is chanting. Let's see. And we have a question from Ariel. Ariel, would you be able to learn at the retreat center chanting with Daoist religion? So 就是问以后可不可以来到这玄居跟着你学这的诚心练这的 chanting？
这个没问题啊，对啊，这是为什么我们现在做这个地方，就是想就是把我的这个社会的东西，就是我不管怎样，就是说都想把它给。其实在传授给别人，我自己也能得到很多经验。所以你说好多东西吧，我以前学了，但是我一直也没有教学生，我一直有时候忙也没有练了，所以很多东西都有点浪费了，就是说忘掉了，就还给老师了。所以就是说以后这个地方做起了，不管我们教别人算卦。然后就是做那个 fortune telling， 然后教给别人这个chanting，就是道教这个所有的这个东西，对，这是我想去做的。
Okay, so Ariel, to answer your question, yes, in fact, it's part of the mission of Xuanju, once again, the name of this center, is in fact to be able to do this so-called cultural exchange and specifically Daoist exchange. So we are actually currently, you can send us an email at info@daoistgate.com. We are taking folks, we have lodging available, and folks who are interested in learning with Zhou Sifu, just as a bit of a background, when Zhou Sifu came to the States, he initially taught martial arts because that was sort of the most, readily available thing to teach and sort of easy to conceptualize. Once again, saying we're offering Tai Chi, Kung Fu classes, that was something that was very easy to understand. To say, oh, great, let's learn some martial arts. But in fact, a lot of Zhou Sifu's interests lie in the fact that there's so much of the Daoist culture and the philosophy that was passed down to him by his teachers. And really, it was a matter of finding logistics and a sort of fertile ground of which to be able to teach these lessons. Renting out a space at the YMCA is a little not exactly the most apropos place to do such a thing. So precisely because we have this location, we're now taking folks who are interested in coming by and learning with Zhou Sifu these specific things. So whether it's the chanting, whether it's learning how to do divination, fortune telling, so on and so forth. These are all things that we hope to be able to share, both by webcast, by actual folks coming and learning with Zhou Sifu directly. So hopefully folks actually are as interested in learning as we are in sharing. So
yeah.
Let's see. Well, then, looking forward to this. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Ariel.
对，所以说你又没办法，你要以前的话，你要因为在这个美国，你教武术教太极就是容易一点，就赚钱可以就生活。你要做这个的话，可能很多人都不知道是什么，就是很难教。然后你像我在中国的话，以前我也不教武术，不教功夫，我也不做这个chanting。你说算卦赚钱呢，你容易有钱呢，有钱的话你可以 travel 啊，是不是？你可以生活呀。所以你说现在来到美国了。没有做这些东西了，算卦是吧？都没有做了。对。
So it's, let's see, Jessamine says, congratulations on your new center.
Oh, thank you. 那现在还是我每天我自己在盖，明天还要标。
So
I just finished my foundation, so I build the area, not every day, not like every day,
yes.
like a week, like a few days.
Yes. So once again, I apologize if I'm completely butchering this. Jessamine, Jasmine? I apologize. So once again, thank you so much. It's been It's been an incredible past year, and we'd actually once again like to thank all of the folks out there that have helped to contribute. You know, a lot of this is that we threw out a fundraiser, and the outpouring support has simply been amazing. You know, we're so touched by how much people care. And we'd love to see our vision realized. And so, once again, this is our very first live webcast. We're glad it seems to be panning out very well, and this is just step one in being able to share more of the Daoist teachings that Zosufu has. So once again, thank you, everybody. And what Zosufu was actually mentioning is the foundation for the training hall. Some of you may have seen it on social media already. It is, in fact, that while we got the foundation laid down by some professional workers, the actual building itself is, in fact, being built by Zosufu himself. So it's been a tiring couple of months, and we were actually out there earlier today, bolstering the floor, as it were. So we hope everyone looks forward to the building in the future. And once again, just subscribing to our newsletter from our website, paying attention on Facebook, our Instagram, so on and so forth. We're working to post up as much as possible to, keep all of you in the loop and just see how much progress we're making. And as always, we hope you're as excited about it as we are. So let's see. Bill, very helpful. Thank you for doing this. Totally encourage you to do more. Thank you very much, Bill. It's our pleasure, and we hope to do more in the future. So
I build down the building. The future have more time, more article. Do more stuff. It's the future.
Yes. All right, fantastic. Well, we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and just give it another minute or so. But unless anyone has any more questions, I'm going to leave it up to the air. I'm not touching anything. So let's see.
Right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Right.
Well, if that's it, then everyone, thanks for tuning on in. We had a great time doing it, and we will see you guys next time. If you have any suggestions you'd like to see in the future for future webcasts, please go ahead and send us a message on our social media at info@daoistgate.com, and we'll do our best to get back to you. In the meantime, I think that's a wrap. All right.
Okay.
Everyone, thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. All right. Have a good evening now. All right.